This week we're going to draw a llama. We're going to start at the top of your paper and we're going to start with two curves. And then in the middle of those two curves, we're going to make an upside down triangle. And then we'll make a J one way, a J the other way. Then we'll add some lines for the lashes. Now we're going to make two tall semicircles for the ears and then connect them with a curve. On each ear, we're going to make a wavy line down to make the side of his head and his neck. Then we're going to go out to the edge of your paper and start to curve slightly. Then we're going to come to the other side of the neck and curve down. I add some wavy lines so it looks like he has some curly fur and connect to your other line. Now we're going to make 4 semicircles on the bottom, and these are just like the top of his legs. And then you make tall rectangles to make his legs. Now this next section is just adding tons of cute details, which you can do anyway. So I'm adding a crown on my llama. And then I added some little things that could be beads or jewels. Now I'm adding like the blanket on his back. And I'm adding some triangles to decorate the edge. In other examples, I add zigzags, whatever you'd like to do. Now I'm going to add some lines inside just to give it more pattern. Zigzag line, a dashed line. Now I'm going to add some string and beads around his neck. I'm incorporating this into his blanket. And again, I'm just like every week, I'm doing this with pen and Sharpie, but you can do it with whatever you have at home. Now I'm adding like a basket on his back because that's what llamas are used for, I guess, is to carry stuff. So I'm making a basket, and then I'm going to draw some flowers inside. And it doesn't have to be exact. I'm using basic lines, wavy lines. It doesn't have to be flowers either. You could draw fruit. You don't have to put anything on his back. This is totally up to you. These are just the details. So now I finished. I just drew with one Sharpie black. I didn't erase. You just kind of make it work with what you can. Add some wavy lines so it looks like fur, and it's so cute. Now I'm going to use a couple of different colored markers, and I'm going to leave my llama white, but you can color yours however you want. It can be realistic. It can be super fun. So I am adding some color to his legs, and I'm going to end up doing a stripe. And I am going to take my little pink that I started with, and I'm just going to move it around the llama so I've got the same color in multiple places, so it looks like that it goes together really nicely. Adding some more lines to his blanket on the back. I'm switching to green. I'm going to add some green to my flowers in the basket. And you can tell in some places I'm coloring it all the way in. In some places I'm just brushing some more color. It just depends on what you'd like to do. And in my example, I am just adding more lines. But if you have like bigger markers or you have crayons and you'd like to color in your designs of the drawing that you already made, that is also a really great idea. When I do color, I make sure that all the white spaces are filled in. I'm coloring in the rest of his legs. So I made a fun little pattern on his legs, which you guys can do. Add some more lines to the blanket. The blanket can never have enough lines. It really just looks way better when it has a lot of designs on it, especially if I'm going to leave the llama white. That's why I'm adding a lot of color everywhere else. Color his little mouth in a little bit. This is one of my favorite drawings that we've done so far because I think it's so fun. Once you learn how to do it, you can replicate it pretty easy, and you can make every llama totally different. So it's something that you can draw over and over and always end up with a different result. I'm taking this nice blue. It doesn't have to be blue. It could be your original color, and adding some wavy lines so that it looks like he's got lots of fur all over his body. And then you can see this is another llama that I've done another day. And in both of these, I left my llama white, but you can make them hot pink or whatever you'd like.
We had so much fun with you. Thank you. Bye.
I had so much fun drawing with you guys. Remember to revisit these drawings, and you can draw them over and over in a bunch of different ways. Have a great summer.